Down here is the hydraulic unit or pump for the 370Z convertible top. So storage cover is open. We have peeled back the storage cover liner. It simply has some tabs holding it in place. Easy to take out the tabs, pull back the liner. To take out the pump is amazingly easy. All you need is a T30 Torx wrench. You unscrew the one bolt on top of this gray-green foam cover. Let me put this out of the way, and you bend this mounting frame apart. Well, originally also may have to pull some tape or cut through some tape. This foam housing pulls apart in the middle. You separate, bend the frame up, and here you go. You can pull the pump straight out of its foam housing. Now you can see the fluid level. It is at maximum in this particular one. If you hold the pump level, it should be just under maximum, maybe between min and max. So this top does not have a leak, and I'm going to show you next how to take this pump out completely. It only takes two more quick disconnects, two wiring harness disconnects, and then we have 3 bolts holding this aluminum manifold plate in place that has all the hoses confined to it. We unscrew these 3 bolts, tuck a little bit on each line separately, then all the lines will come out together with this aluminum plate. They will stay confined to the plate. You want to have some paper towels ready and maybe a plastic bag to stick these hoses into. If you decide to send in your pump for a rebuild and you want to keep this clean, smarter way to go is get a rebuilt pump shipped already from Top Hydraulics inventory. It costs the same, just plus some refundable deposit that you get back when we get a decent core back from you. So core exchange makes sense. You can actually swap this pump in less than an hour and have this top moving again. So here I have pulled the pump out of the housing, put some paper towels under it, and you can now see on the far side here is the fill plug for the reservoir. If you ever need to fill the pump, you just open that plug, and to put it back on, don't torque it too tightly. 2 Newton meters is the torque spec. That is just a little bit more than hand tight. So the 2 connectors to get it off the wiring harness, I have just pulled up on the harness and freed up these 2 connectors. One, and where's the second one? The relays have a little release button here down in the frame. And if you, by the way, if you find all of this too tight, you can always undo 3 hex nuts and take the whole sheet metal frame out with a pump foam housing and the control unit, but it's totally doable without taking the sheet metal frame out. Then here's one more connector. Let's see, it should be self-explanatory. There we push and it comes apart. You cannot mix them up. And the electrical part of the pump is hereby disconnected. When Top Hydraulics sends you a pump, it actually comes without this wiring harness. No, we'll cut and keep going. When you ship your pump to Top Hydraulics, please be careful to plug all the ports that the hoses went into. The pump comes from Top Hydraulics with silicone plugs where every single hose goes in. If you have a whole lot of fluid leaking out and transport, they might soak the electric motor or the wiring harness, and that is unnecessary work and expense for us. So to get your deposit back in full, you want to make sure that the pump ships fairly dry. You drain all the fluid out of it and plug every single port with the plugs that are already coming from Top Hydraulics. Anyway, we're down to taking the hoses off. To take those off, there's 1, 2, 3 5mm hex bolts. It's a little bit hard to do this without getting in the without getting my head into the video here, blocking the whole photo, the whole view, but we're getting there. So, having taken these 3 bolts out finally, I will now pull separately a little on each line, have my paper towels underneath. There will not be a lot of fluid coming out, but some. Now, some of these hoses I was able to pull on separately before, and now I'll just get the ones that are still stubborn. We can pull this plate back and find whichever hose needs a little more pulling, and we just keep pulling and wiggling. I'm down to about 3 more down here, and once I have these all loose, finally the pump is off, and we can put in the fresh replacement from Top Hydraulics. Let me demonstrate that to you in a moment. So here is the freshly rebuilt pump from Top Hydraulics. We pull out the 16 plugs for the hydraulic line ports, and as I said earlier, put those into our core so that it doesn't leak fluid during transport. Even if you empty the reservoir all the way, there will still be, oops, one fell down, I'll have to retrieve that later. Even if you empty the reservoir all the way, there's still fluid in this valve block, so it's smart and nice to plug all of this and or wrap a bunch of absorbent material around here, because this wiring harness loves to soak up fluid and we have to rewrap it completely, which takes us another hour of labor, so that's not great. Anyway, here we are, and we can simply reattach the old hoses. Let's see, do I have them all lined up? We line them up just like that, and put our 3 bolts back in, fasten the bolts, plug the wiring harness back together, sink the pump into the foam housing, and we're set. Ta-da!